So in this video, we're asked to sketch the graph of the function y equals 1 minus 2x. There are multiple ways to do this problem, but the easiest and most basic way is to just construct a table of values that consists of several solution points of the equation. And what that means is that we just choose random values for x, plug them in here, and that'll generate new values for y. So let's get started. Here's our table. We have x and y. Personally, I like to start with -1 and then work my way up to 2 just to see how the graph behaves on the negative side of the coordinate system. Now taking -1, plugging it in for x, we get 1 minus 2 times -1. Now obeying the PEMDAS rules, if you're not familiar with PEMDAS, I have a separate video for that, and I'll write it here as a reminder. We get 1 minus 2 times -1, which is 1 plus 2, and that'll give us 3. Now taking 0 for x, we get 1 minus 2 times 0, and that'll give us 1 minus 0, which is just 1. Now taking 1, we get 1 minus 2 times 1, which is just 1 minus 2, and that's just -1. Now taking 2 for x, we get 1 minus 2 times 2, and that'll give us 1 minus 4. Oh, excuse me. Let me squeeze that in. We get 1 minus 4, which is just -3. Now we gotta construct our coordinate system. Now since the values end at 3, -3, we don't really have to make our coordinate system very big. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll do the same on each side. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Now all we got to do is take our points and plug them in. We have -1 and 3. That's -1 in the x direction, and then 3 places in the y direction. Our first point is here. Then we have 0 and 1, 0, then we go up 1 place. We have 1 and -1, which is just 1 and -1. Then we have 2 and -3, which is just 2 places in the x, and then down 3 places in the y. Here's our points, so all we gotta do is just connect them. And that's our line right there. We can also see that the slope here is negative, and what that means is that the line is gonna point towards the left. You can pretty much use any values you want as long as it's a real number. It's gonna behave the same anyways. And that's it. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video.